Welcome language learners from all around the globe to Listen Up, the podcast that takes you on a captivating voyage through the English language. Whether you've just started your journey or have been navigating the intricacies of English for some time, this podcast is designed to be your trusty compass, guiding you towards fluency and unlocking the wonders of English. I'm your host, Karen, a passionate traveller and an experienced teacher of English as a second language. Join me as we embark on an exciting expedition filled with British history read by a native speaker. Together, we'll conquer the challenges and celebrate the victories of learning English as a foreign language. Each episode of Listen Up will immerse you in a variety of topics, from aspects of British culture, history, and literature. We'll explore useful vocabulary that will empower you to communicate confidently in English. If you want to read along with the podcast, head to my website www.onepawinthesand.com/ESL. The link is in the description. But this podcast isn't just about learning English in isolation. It's about building a community of language learners, supporting one another, and fostering a love of the English language. I encourage you to engage with us through my Patreon page, where you can connect with fellow learners, ask questions, and share your own language journey. So, whether you're sipping tea in Tokyo, walking the streets in Sao Paulo, or studying in a bustling cafe in Berlin, Listen Up is here to accompany you on your quest for English fluency. Join me as we embark on this transformative expedition, where language becomes an adventure and your dreams of effective communication become a reality. Today's episode is called Start of Women's Institute. The Women's Institute, or WI, in the United Kingdom is a renowned organisation that has played a pivotal role in empowering women, fostering community spirit, and advocating for important social issues for over a century. Founded in 1915, the WI has evolved significantly from its early days to become a formidable force for change, both locally and nationally. The Women's Institute had its humble beginnings during World War I, when two pioneering women, Dame Adelaide Hoodless from Canada and Madge Watt from Britain, independently established women's group to promote better education and homemaking skills in rural areas. These efforts were driven by a desire to support women who were facing challenges during the war, particularly in providing for their families while their husbands were away. In 1915, the Women's Institute movement officially began when the first WI meeting was held on this day, 16th of September, in Anglesey, Wales. The organisation quickly gained traction, with the first WI resolution calling for improvement in rural conditions being adopted in 1916. This resolution set the tone for the WI's future focus on community development, education, and social change. During World War II, the Women's Institute played a vital role in supporting the war effort. Many WI members became part of the Women's Land Army, affectionately known as the Land Girls. These women worked on farms to ensure food production was maintained while men were away at war. This period saw an increase in membership as women came together to contribute to the nation's resilience. In the post-war years, the Women's Institute continued to grow and adapt to the changing needs of women and communities. It expanded its focus beyond rural areas and into urban settings, welcoming women from all walks of life. The organisation offered educational programs, including classes in cooking, crafts, and various skills, which empowered women with new opportunities. The Women's Institute is not just about homemaking and cooking. It has also been a platform for addressing significant social issues. One of the most famous examples of this advocacy occurred in the 1950s, when the WI successfully campaigned for better cervical cancer screening. Their efforts led to the introduction of the National Screening Programme in the UK. In more recent times, the WI has continued to be a voice for change on various fronts, advocating for issues such as climate change, domestic violence, and access to healthcare. Its campaigns have had a meaningful impact on policy and public awareness. A momentous occasion in the WI's history was Queen Elizabeth II becoming its president in 1953, a role she held until her passing. Her involvement added prestige to the organisation and highlighted the importance of its works in communities across the UK. As it continues to adapt to the challenges and opportunities of the modern world, the Women's Institute remains a testament to the enduring strength and resilience of women throughout history. Its legacy serves as an inspiration to women everywhere, reminding us that together we can achieve remarkable progress in the pursuit of equality and justice. And that wraps up another episode of Listen Up. I hope you enjoyed learning about my topic today and practicing your English. Remember, the exploration doesn't have to end here. If you have any lingering questions or want to continue the conversation, I've got some great opportunities for you. First off, I offer private lessons for those of you eager to expand your knowledge further, whether it's practicing today's subject or exploring other topics. I'm here to guide you on your English journey. Reach out to me through my website or social media platforms, and let's embark on a personalised learning experience together. I have been involved with training people for more than 10 years. I've been teaching English as a second language for over a year, in which time I have taught over 500 students, many of whom are regulars. But wait, there's more! If you're a devoted fan of Listen Up and want to show your support, consider joining our Patreon community. Your contribution directly helps us bring you more episodes and maintain the quality of our show. Your support truly means the world to me, and we couldn't continue this podcast without you. So whether you choose private lessons or Patreon, or both, I look forward to staying connected and exploring the fascinating realms of English as a second language together. Thank you once again for joining us on Listen Up. Until next time, keep practicing.